YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I miss y'all. In my absence, I ain't been posting much, so I'm gonna start posting 3 videos a week. I think I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That seemed like a good schedule for me. So I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can guarantee yourself a video. That being said, I did make a reaction channel. It's called Infamous Reacts. I'm putting it up there. It's at the top of the screen. It's gonna be somewhere. It's definitely gonna be in the description. So if y'all want to see something different, you want to see me and my wife react to stuff, some funny stuff, some serious stuff, some pranks, whatever. That's what all that shit's gonna be at on that channel. If you support me, if you want to support me, hey, go over there and might as well subscribe now if you want to. Today's video is gonna be about we're gonna look back at some of my old pictures to see if we can find out where my hair loss started, and I can really show y'all how early and how thin my hair actually was in some of my old pics. We could talk about what led to me doing the ROGAIN situation that I told y'all about in previous videos. This first pic, I think I was like 13. I think I was like 13 years old in this picture right here. As y'all can see, don't clown me, I was like 13, bro. As y'all can see, you can already see where the damn hairline was already. I told y'all I was always thin since I was born, so man, I don't know if that's even hair loss or if that's just thin hair. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know, but yeah, I was already thin at like, I think I was like 13. No, I was like 14, 15 in that pic. Let's see what else we got. This one right here is 11th grade. 10th or 11th grade. That was driver's ed. I remember that. So it may have been 10th grade, or 11th. But even my hairline don't look too bad in this one, but you can kind of see it kind of curves up right here because it's a little thin. It's a little thin there. This picture right here was at a Halloween party. I think it was a Halloween party. It's me and a couple friends. But as you can see, hairline still looking the same. I mean, it was no receding or nothing. It was just light. I was just thin. I was like 16, maybe 17 in that picture. Maybe a little bit younger than that, somewhere around that time though. Yeah, I was pretty young in that picture too. And as you can see, man, I had thin hair. Had thin hair my whole life. My whole life. And this is like the early stages. I don't know if this is the early stages of balding or whatever, but I was dealing with it. 11th grade. Yeah, it's 11th grade. It's my cousin Quan right here, but it's 11th grade. But you can see, like, I let my hair grow out a little bit, and it darkened up a bit, but the hairline wasn't necessarily straight across. Most of the time, what my barber would do, he would kind of push the widow's peak back. I always had a widow's peak growing up, so he would push my widow's peak back and kind of line it up like that. But as you can see, I still had that M shape kind of. So a little thin right here, and it's darker right here. A little thin there too. There's always been the sides, like the corners, that were the problem. So it is what it is. Ain't nothing you can really do about it. It was definitely 11th grade. I remember this this little chain that I had. But yeah, same situation. Look at the hairline. It's thin. I mean, it's actually thicker. It's thicker than what I got now. But yeah, man, like I guess it was starting to recede right there in that corner. It's pretty bad. All right, this is my senior year. Now we starting to get older. Like, I was like 18. I was like 18 in this picture. 18, about to turn 19. No, I was 19. I was 19 in this picture. Senior year, my single banquet. This was my homegirl, Kristen, at the time. I forget her name anyway. But as y'all can see, look at that. Pretty thin. It's thinning right there. Hairline's a little straighter. But yeah, I was definitely thinning. And to think about it, like, during that time, I wasn't even like concerned. I wasn't even concerned about it. Yeah. Looking at it, I wasn't even concerned about it back then. Like, I knew it was thin, but it was just like, I didn't care. I just didn't care. Like, okay, so this is right after my basic training. So in basic training, I pretty much had a bald head. Everybody, all 4 of us, we all had bald heads in basic training, right? So This is before, this picture right here is right before I started using Rogaine. It's right before I started using it. So, as you can see, the hairline was already going back there, man. Like, it was already going back there. Keep in mind, people with thin hair, it take that hair longer to grow back. When you cut it that low, it takes longer to grow back. It'll grow back, but it's just going to take way longer than the rest of your hair to catch up. I mean, for it to catch up to the rest of your hair. So, yeah, this was the start when I seen all them. Like, look, he got full head of hair. He had waves at the time. I was like, shit, I'm trying to get back on my wave game. So that's what led to me going to buy that Rogaine, man. That Rogaine had that product minoxidil in it, that chemical minoxidil. Terrible for your hair. 2016, right? And I was still using the Rogaine, but I was using it off and on, right? So you can see it's already starting to thin again because I wasn't using it as much as I was supposed to, right? I was off it right here in this picture, and as you can see, it started to thin. Them same corn picture, I was right back on the Rogaine. Didn't learn my lesson, got right back on and put more of the chemical in my hair, and it did its work. It grew my hairline right back. Granted, I was still thin in these areas, but that hairline, and it was dark, and the way my barber was cutting it, I was more than satisfied. I'm still using the Rogaine, and look how thick it got my hair. Granted, it's still a little thin right here, still a little thin, but it's definitely gotten thicker because I kept using that shit over and over. Kept with it. I think it was like use it 2 times a day and you be good. And that's what I was doing, 2 times a day. Hairline is dark. Those thin areas gotten darker. But like I said, hair's still a little thin. Still a little thin. Like, I just always had thin hair, man. Like, it just couldn't grow. But that's a fire pick right there. My hairline was it was in. I was still using the Rogaine. Hairline was in there, y'all. Boom. I just kept using my Rogaine. I probably used it once a day at that point. Still not knowing that. It's still not clicking in my head that, I think my hair needs this in order to grow, right? And you can see my forehead is like, that's when that forehead is starting to get a little bigger, right? That forehead's getting bigger and that hair is getting a little thinner because I stopped. This is when I stopped using Rogaine. I stopped using the product. I got the full hairline, whatever, but you see that light that's shining through it, highlighting them corners again, man. Them corners. The middle portion of my head was good, but them corners was the troublesome areas. You can see them thin areas starting to come in again. Them thin areas came right back in, and it looked worse this time. Didn't click. Still didn't click at that time. I was 21 in this picture. All right, this is later that year, same situation, just thinning. You notice how the beard just came out of nowhere in them last couple pictures. The beard just came out of nowhere. I don't know where the beard came from. It's like I started losing the hair on my head, and the hair on my face started growing. A little close up on the hairline. It wasn't that bad, but it was starting to thin up. But like I said, I just didn't pay attention to it. About June, hairline's thinning. Look at that. Right there in that area. This portion is starting to thin. Right? All that's starting to thin. Keep in mind, all this right here is where the Rogaine touched. The minoxidil touched all that. Starting to thin. Even my middle portion starting to thin. The hairline was still intact a bit, but I was still thin. This was like August. This was about August that year. That same year. Yeah, this was August because I just made Specialist. So it's maybe September-ish. Still a little thin, you know, but it is what it is. Y'all really getting a whole time lapse. I'm just trying to keep y'all up to date with shit. I started to wear hats. I was wearing hats most of the time. Probably all the time. Probably all the time I wore hats. Yeah, probably all the time I wore hats at this point. Nonetheless, that was probably like 2017, 2018. Probably early 2018. That was probably early 2018 right there. because I'm wearing that hoodie. Yeah, that was probably early. If the last one was May, that was probably like early 2018. You can see the hairline was still kind of meh. Starting to lose it, man. Starting to lose it. Yep, look at the hair. You look at the top. As you can see, like, you can see in my facial expression, I wasn't the happiest dude, man. I wasn't the happiest dude. Wasn't the happiest dude. Felt a little down, man. The hair started to go away. I ain't feel like myself. So, but it is what it is, you know. Everybody everybody got their own little state of depression or whatever. But, boof. Now those last couple pictures was it. This is when the real, like, holy fuck moment happened. When I started looking at my hairline, I was like, yo, my shit is gone. I was like, my shit is gone. That's when it finally clicked, like, yo, that Rogaine, my hair needed that Rogaine to grow. I realized that. I was like, yo, how did I lose all my hair this fast? I'm only like 22 in this picture. I'm like 22 in this picture. Boom. At this point, I started to try and grow my hair back, right? This was 2019, I believe. 2019, yeah. This was like end of 2018, 2019, I think. At that point, I was like, I'm going to go get this minoxidil again. And I'm going to start using it, trying to grow my hair back. You see, I was trying to brush it forward. That's why the hair is laid like that. And then this picture, I went completely bald. That's when I was like, fuck it. I'm going to cut it all off. And I cut all it off. I look good, though. I look good with bald head, I must admit. But it wasn't me, you know what I'm saying? I want my stilo. And this is when I start. These right here, these next couple pictures are all the pictures I took for Bosley. This one I made my mind up that I was going to get a consultation done. This is 2020. Yeah, this is 2020 right here. Those last pictures were in 2019, but these are 2020. Yeah, look at my hairline. It's gone. It's gone. Gone. It ain't coming back. I ain't even got little corners, no nothing. Like, that's straight skin. That is skin right there. That is part of my forehead. Gone, bruh. Yeah. Completely gone. Whew. Shit. Look at that noggin. Well, y'all, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got to see, you know, how the whole journey started. That's why I had to get what I got. Don't worry, I'm gonna show y'all how my hair been looking since the last 12-month update. But it won't be in this video. It'll probably be in the next one. I told you I'm gonna give y'all 3, so gotta spread the content out. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hey man, leave a like, comment, share. Get the content out there, man. Let's grow as a community. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Peace.